Warning, this video may contain very graphic images and very dark themes. Be prepared before you go into it, and if you're confused about anything, check out our previous videos with the link located in our homepage. Plastic is the world we are stepping into, discovering the true origins of the serial bagman. For those of you who want to know more, make sure to check out the full Plastic playlist on my YouTube channel. Now, let us begin with the mother and a son coming to an agreement because her son does not care for her boyfriend. Now, Edwyn, even from a young age, had the eyes and the senses of a serial. He could sense when dangerous people were around, and this guy was dangerous. He was a threat. His mother, however, could not see. She only knew the fact that he made her happy momentarily, and she wanted her son to at least keep an open mind, with tears in his eyes because he knew he lost a friend because of that jerk. He opened up and said, "Okay, Mom, I promise I'll give him another chance." And she came with a gift, a bag of green soldiers. But these were different. These were female. And she made him promise nobody gets to see them. These toys are just for you and me. Promise me. And he promised no one ever did see them. Those that didn't live long enough. But now he needed help. One of his girls was hurt, broken in fact, and he needed her to be fixed up or replaced. So he went to the smartest person he knew, and thankfully this person was also blind, so he didn't get to see this. He kept his promise to his mother, but this was personal. He didn't want to reveal too much, and Booker understood. So he decided to teach him how to use the internet, how to stay anonymous, how to be free. Before he knew it, he had adapted. Booker was asleep and he was browsing, enjoying himself. And that is when he stumbled onto a site for toys, adult toys. And that is when he saw her, Virginia. Now keep in mind, the only image he has of Virginia was the toy he got from his mother. So anyone who looked remotely like her, he just took to be Virginia. He saw the chat option and decided to talk to this person, asking, "Virginia, is that you?" And the person replied, "Of course it is. Hi, what can I do for you?" He was so shocked to get a response so fast. He started to type away, "I can't believe it's you. I thought I'd never see you again." And Virginia said, "Yeah, it's me. I'm just enjoying some donuts." Surprisingly, he never knew she liked donuts, but he took this to be the truth. Known to him, this wasn't no Virginia, just some nerd behind a computer screen, but he was excited. He had found the love of his life. He thanked Booker. He came on here looking for a green soldier, and he found Virginia. This was the happiest day of his life. But even while celebrating, he was still a serial, still able to notice someone actively stealing tips. You have to be punished. Booker advised him to go visit Virginia, and he really was, but he was never going to come back. So Booker made him promise, "At least before you leave, come say goodbye." Actually begging him to promise. Edwyn promised because you did him a favor. Today was a very good day, and he had to go home and celebrate. Unbeknown to him, the FBI was watching his every move. He kept a very strict routine and followed a very odd path. He kept to himself, and they knew if they made the wrong move, he would notice their presence. And the second he knows he's being watched, they will probably become targets as well. So they decided to be cautious. But the thing is, someone else was watching this restaurant. The gang from earlier was still around, and they wanted their throwaway back. They didn't give a damn if the FBI was here. If they get in our way, we will mess them up like we do everyone else. They step forward, and you know they're going to cause chaos. Edwyn, even with the FBI on his very tail, he still found a way to punish the tip thief. He said, "You steal money, I'm going to feed it to you, but not through your mouth, through your eyes." He was lethal, and it was so funny that the second he stepped home, he was a different person. He was a nice guy again, telling his mother about how he just met the love of his life. He took a second to pack up everything that was important to him. The plastic bags, his saw, his markers, and his mother. He left the rest in the freezer, but these were important. They followed him everywhere. He made his mother a promise, and he planned to keep it. The only problem was, back at the restaurant, things were going to shit. They had Booker, and they wanted to know where the throwaway was. Where is Cricket? Now Booker was solid. He wasn't no snitch. Even if Cricket was just at the back with his mother. Mind you, she didn't want to be here. She knew this crew well. They will kill your son. But she was smart enough to know, if both of them step out, two of them were going to die. The only option was, you stay here, I go protect my son. And she did, honestly, taking a big-ass knife with her, and tears in her eyes, she looked at Cricket. My son is a good man. Look after him before heading out. Her son was literally about to get his face smashed in before she stepped out. Right on time, she simply said, leave my son alone. And he laughed. Of course, just give me Cricket. She said, I don't know where she is. He said, okay, that's all good. I'm just going to need you to give our boy Edwyn a message. Unknown to them, this message is going to set him loose, just like it did when he was younger, when he watched his mother get smacked by her boyfriend because of him. She wasn't even mad. She simply told him run, and he ran, leaving his mother behind. But he stayed. He watched, and when this freak was done, he called his name. Don't make me hunt you down, you little freak. Who would want a son that played with dolls? Fuck both of you. I'm out. He watched him drive off, and just like back then, he stepped in to see a corpse at the restaurant. The woman he cared for had a knife in her chest. Cricket wanted to take it out, but he said nah. He had good eyes. He knew she was dead. But before she passed on, she made him remember the promise. You promised to look after Booker. Please look after Booker. As she let go, he felt the life leave her body, and he knew, yes, I promised. I will keep my promise. Just like when he was younger with his mother, he met her corpse. She was gone. And just like always, he was keeping his promise. She told him, always cherish the head. The head is the most important part. So with tears in his eyes, he picked up the saw and he took his own mother's head as he promised, saying in a calm voice, don't worry, mother. I will never let you be alone. The head is the most important part, just like your dolls. With the memories flashing in his head, he knew what he had to do. Cricket was losing her shit, but he knew what he had to do. Pressing his pocket, he felt the spork, because sporks are superior. He simply said, I'm going to need sporks. I'm going to need lots and lots of sporks.